I drove home, and as I'm driving, this thing slapped me over the head and was like, you dumbass, you're supposed to be a student right now. You know, shut your damn mouth. Well, I don't think God said damn, maybe, I don't know. But it was just like,
God
shut
wouldn't have
up.
said that, yeah.
It was just like, you're
Maybe.
supposed to learn. My God is dope.
Yeah, no, you're probably right. You're probably right. You're supposed to be learning right now, Mrs.
Yeah.
Know-It-All.
Yeah, you are, come on. You don't know shit. Like, shut your mouth and receive. And you were a student. And it just kept coming to me in my soul and in my head and in all my thoughts. It was like, you right now, you need to just listen. And I'm sure you would be great up there, but it is not for right now. And is a very interesting pill to swallow.
It's a magnificent story with so many different branches. It's because as I'm listening to this story, I am reminded of when this was going on in my own life. These moments in my life where I am trying to be anything else but what I'm supposed to be doing in that moment.
Right?
I'm the critic, right? I am the teacher. I'm all these things. What I'm not is I am not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be receiving. I am supposed to be allowing. I am supposed to be learning. This is for you, Omar. This is for you.
Right.
I'm trying to give you something, and here you are, Mr. Know-It-All, and criticizing the other person's pants. Like,
yeah.
What?
I think it's an interesting dynamic for people like us that have a gift that we are so compelled and really have a gift to be, to have podcasts. And I had a radio show and I had a television series. I am supposed to use the gifts that I have to forward facing.
Yes.
And so I can sometimes forget that I'm also supposed to be a student.
Yes, that's it.
Because I can be so compelled to it's not that we're not grateful or we know it all, but I think we get in a pattern. I don't know how to.
So here's the thing. And have you heard of Jay Shetty's new book?
No.
How to Be a Monk? I think it's called How to Be a Monk, or it's something. Let me get it right because I don't want to butcher. It's an incredible book, and I'm going to also paraphrase something he says in there because I know I'm not going to get it right, but it doesn't matter. I should be able to get the point across. Think Like a Monk, Jay Shetty. Incredible book. What I consider this to be is like an introduction to personal development, because in this book is really the concept of humility, constant opportunities to be humble, be the student. So he was asked, how do you be a monk? What does it take to be a monk? Oh, well, you have to get up early and make the beds and wash the dishes, right? Okay. And then what do you do when you're not learning to be a monk? Oh, well, you get up in the morning and you make the bed and you wash the dishes, right? So it's like, there is this idea of you're not just the teacher, you're also the student. You're always the student. And then at some point, you are also always the teacher. So it's this constant, at some point, this journey of life is towards enlightenment. And so this journey of enlightenment lands with the acknowledgement and the recognition of who you are. Who am I? And once I get there, then it's time for me to take that information and serve others. That's it. That's why the monks shave their heads, put on these gowns, right? And then they walk around and then they go back to the monastery, they receive, and then they go back out and they give, and they receive and they give. And of course, Jay said he leaves because it's like, okay, got what I needed. This is boring. And, you know, to a certain degree, it does, right? Like to a certain, I want to be married.
Yeah.
I want to have a wife. I want to experience life.
I need some dopamine. Right.
You got this. So what that story is so powerful, right? So I can see that as like an actual TED Talk, which would be like your journey of learning and how to learn, right? Like recognizing that we all have that inner voice, not just you, not just me, everyone, and we choose to ignore it. We have all these distractions. We have social media, we have our phones, we have toxic people in our lives. We have all of these things that provide distractions. And what are they here to distract us from? Learning about who we are, receiving the guidance that will allow us to help others. So this beautiful message for you is when someone's stuck, you tell that story, it's going to fill them up.